All right, good evening, Ms. Backus. My name is Ashley Edwards with Prosperity Homes and Investments. We're powered by Keller Williams. We spoke earlier on the phone today, so you ready? Are you still willing to sell your house?
I'm willing, I'm ready.
Willing and ready. That's what I like to hear. I like that attitude. All right. Okay, so as I said, Prosperity Homes and Investments is powered by Keller Williams. I do have a team. It's about 5 people on our team, and we do have an intern. So we're a pretty good team, and we're all going to actually be focused on selling your home if you choose to pick me. Let's see, so going over our mission. Our mission is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living. This is an important mission because we want everyone on the team to actually be serious and actually have the same mission. So everyone on our team has the same mission, we've got the same goals and the same vision. We're able to work cohesively together to get basically the success that we need to have when it comes to selling your home. Our vision is to be the real estate company of choice, which Keller Williams, I'm going to show you later on, is pretty much the choice for everyone out there, but I'm going to show you what our team specifically can do for you. And values, God, family, and then business. It's important to have that in order because when you have your priorities set up straight, everything else will fall into place. All right, so why Prosperity Homes and Investments? Why our group? Why our team? We're going to go over today global reach, community experts, skilled negotiators, property networking, listing exclusivity, and target marketing. And these are just a few points that I'm going to hit, and we're going to go into detail later on after this briefing. All right, so proven industry leader. Just a little bit of background on Keller Williams, which I'm sure you probably have heard. But some updates in 2015, Keller Williams became the largest broker in the world in over 30 countries. So that's not just states, that's countries. We are global. We have reach and marketing out there all over the place. And this is going to be really important when putting your home on the market because you want the entire world to see it.
So I'm able to sell my home in other countries?
You definitely are, and I'm going to specifically go into that a little bit more.
Oh, wow.
In 2015, the Trainer magazine had named Keller Williams the #1 training industry company across all industries, which is also really important because you want the people that are working for you to sell your home to actually be trained and knowledgeable and have some really good background when it comes to selling your home. And it's some background on putting it on the market. We need to know what we're talking about. We need to know what we're doing when it comes to a home.
I have no idea what I'm doing when I want to sell my house. You're right.
Let's see, also 2016, Keller Williams also was the #1 listing selling broker in the DFW area, which is pretty much why you see those Keller Williams signs everywhere. You see those brokers everywhere. We're known. We want to put our faces out there and just let the world know that we're here and we're the hard workers. Choose us. We're the hard workers. All right, so consultation. After we go over these slides later on, if you decide to work with me and I feel like me and you are also a good fit, we're going to review again your motivation to sell, and we're also going to agree on a comfortable price because it's up to you what you want to list your home for, the price that's going to actually cause it to sell once we put it on the market. We're going to take a moment and I'm going to answer any kind of questions, maybe concerns on that, or if you're apprehensive to work with a realtor, I'm going to answer those questions because I want you to feel comfortable with when me and my team sell your home. And we're going to decide today whether you want to work with me and whether taking up your listing because we may not be a good fit. So that's really important. I don't want to force you into anything. Also, we're going to go over, here I have an information about brokerage services, which is basically what I have to do and provide to you by law. And I'm going to provide general information to the notice of a seller, which is information regards to, let's say, wire fraud when it comes to maybe marketing, when it comes to the different types of transactions. We definitely follow the law here, so we don't want to break any rules or guidelines or anything like that, and I'm going to thoroughly go through that with you. And every realtor that you have ever interviewed should be definitely going over this with you. And then we're going to go over just information on to sell your property, and you're going to basically agree and sign that you're going to let me sell your property and do the best that I can do. And then we're going to go over a seller's disclosure list, which is we're going to walk through the property. We're going to make sure if you have any leaks or anything like that that may be wrong with the property, we're going to disclose that so the buyer can fairly know what they may be getting into and, a fair choice of whether they want to purchase your home. Okay, so 3 important goals, which are pretty much questions. Do you really want to sell your house?
Yes.
You really want to. And this is why I ask that, because a lot of sellers, they think they are ready to sell their home. However, selling a home can be a very personal thing. You may have raised your children in there. You've had moments in there. You've had some good times and some bad times. So when it comes to actually putting your home on the market and imagining and going through the motions of someone else moving into your home, it could be a pretty exciting thing and a very scary thing. So as long as you are motivated to sell, then we can push forward from there. That brings me to the next question. Are you willing to price your house to sell, or do you want it to just sit on the market and look pretty? So what do you want to do?
Sell.
You want to sell. So you have an end goal to sell your home. Again, I ask this because a lot of sellers have a magic number in their head that they really, really want that home to sell for. And now it could possibly sell for more. It could possibly sell for less. And depending on the market, we may have to adjust that number so that we can move on with our lives and sell that property. My team is going to do whatever they can. We're going to constantly research numbers, constantly research the market while your home is up for sale. And we're going to adjust as necessary. My last question, which I don't want you to answer now, I want you to answer at the very end, but do you want me to sell it for you? That's important because I need to know that you're committed to me just as much as I'm going to be committed to you, because we're going to have to work cohesively together in order to get that great price, the highest price that we can for your home, and then, move on with your life and get a house in the Bahamas. Where are you planning on moving to after this?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even thought.
And that's great because I'm going to help you decide, and we're going to look at some numbers and we're going to look at some great, great places. All right, so global exposure and reach, which is very important when you want maximum exposure to your home. So by this, Keller Williams and my team, Prosperity Homes and Investments, we use a service called ProxyPro.com, which means it goes out, it's an international website. And it goes out to 600,000 realtors around the world. Now, why is that important that it goes out to 600,000 realtors in the world? Okay, I'm going to answer that. It's because we want to expose your home not to just buyers, but we want to expose them to other realtors out there, whether it be Evie Holiday or Century 21 or Virginia Cook. We want other realtors to know that, hey, Brittany's home is on the market. It's wonderful. It's fabulous. They have buyers. They have many, many clients that are looking for your home. So we want to reach out to those realtors so they can forward and market your property just as hard as I'm doing it and my team is doing it. Great. Smart-centric marketing. Basically, this is CirclePix, which we use. CirclePix is a software company, which I actually pay for. It's no expense to you. I pay my annual dues and I pay for this. But I pay to have this to push out pictures of your home out to YouTube, Google, Trulia, Zillow, anything that you can imagine, and some things that you probably haven't even thought of. I get your home out to a ton of websites, and that way everybody and anybody can see that your home is for sale. So that's important, again, to get that maximum exposure. And just talking a little bit more on that, internet marketing domination, kind of what CirclePix does, it goes out to over 340 websites. That's just a crazy number. I'm still, in shock that it goes to that many websites. I didn't even think that I could even search that many. But it goes out to Google Maps, Yahoo, Trulia, even Walmart. I bet you didn't know Walmart had a real estate section, did you? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And some people utilize Walmart real estate section. I may not use it. I may go straight to Trulia or Zillow, or someone else may. But there's someone out there that goes to Walmart and uses that website, and we want to reach those people. We want to reach people who still have MySpace accounts, who still have AOL real estate accounts. We want to reach everyone to get your home out there. Let people know we got it for sale. All right, so when it comes to marketing, what Prosperity Homes and Investments does, these are pretty much our guidelines and our rules and what we just definitely go by. I have a professional photographer on my team, which is going to provide professional photographs. This is very important for when we start marketing through Circle Pics, through YouTube, Facebook, all those sites, that they look really good, because first impressions are everything. You don't want a blurry picture or something that has bad lighting. You definitely want to make sure that that picture is looking good. Customized flyers. And as well as another person on my team, we provide customized flyers that look good, that's going to get that good first impression out there, and we pretty much post them anywhere and everywhere, Starbucks, you name it, we're going to reach out there. Postcard mailers. That's important because we might have people in your neighborhood that are interested in a home, maybe moving into maybe a smaller home or a bigger home. Aunt Mary, maybe down the street, has a niece that's moving into town, and that home may be perfect. That may be right next to Aunt Mary, and they're really close. So we want everyone to know, the neighborhood, everyone. So we're going to mail out those postcards with professional pictures of your home on those postcards, and just get them out there to the neighborhood. Virtual tour and slideshow online. This is important because not only people now with technology, pictures are boring sometimes. Sometimes they want a good virtual tour of what the home looks like inside, to get that good feeling that they're as if they're walking through the neighborhood, or walking through the home. This is going to really go out to your buyers that may not be in state. Maybe they can't come and personally see the home, but we want to give them the biggest, most realistic tour of your home, even online. All right, agents, brokers, open. That is basically an open house where we only allow brokers and other agents to come into the home, so they have basically a first look at the home, and they can already decide, okay, this would be perfect for this particular client. That way, we're kind of narrowing it down, and we're not really wasting a lot of time showing it to buyers who are pretty much not interested in a 3-bedroom. They may want something bigger or smaller. That way, our brokers and our real estate agents can actually target the buyers that they need to target. See, also we're going to do public open houses into the neighborhood, and that we like to do that every other weekend, sometimes once a month, because we really want to get your property off the market. That's the main goal. So we're going to open it up to the neighborhood, and this is when Aunt Mary can come through and look at the home for her niece, and maybe her niece may come into town, and we can plan around that. So then they really get a good look on that. All right, so seller coverage, home, and warranty. And we'll go more into detail on that after the slideshow, but that is something that I provide. I have a list of names. We want to make sure we get that home warranty on your home. So from the time that we put it on the market to the time of sale, if anything were to happen, such as hail damage or flooding or anything like that, we want to make sure that is covered and you're not coming extra out of pocket. You see, on-site visitor information packet and free staging consultation. Now, this is what I provide, which I think every realtor should, is a consultation when it comes to staging. First impression to a buyer is everything. The first thing your buyer is going to do, he's going to look around, he or she's going to look around, they're going to smell. They might even feel. Hopefully they're not touching your personal items and stuff like that, but that's why we track that type of stuff. But first impression is everything. So I'm going to teach you just different facts and statistics of what buyers want when they first come into a home. We're going to stage it. We're going to make sure the lighting is perfect every time a buyer comes in there. I'm going to teach you how to put certain things away. And do you have any pets or animals?
Yes, I do. I have a dog.
Oh, you have a dog. Okay. So, and that's another important thing. If a buyer is to come over, we're going to want to make sure that the dog is put away safely. He's out of the area. Some people may not like dogs, or some people are scared. So that's another thing that we're going to have to discuss. All right. And we discussed Circle Pics marketing. We've already discussed that. But again, that's really huge when you want the maximum exposure for your home. Okay, so transaction concierge service. This is basically saying that I have 2 specialized people on my team that's going to be able to fully focus and engage in the paperwork, such as the transaction, the title company, just all of the things that are pretty much the biggest and most important thing, which is your money and how you're going to be getting it. But it can be a very detailed and time-consuming project. So that's why I have two people on my team who are able to fully focus on that, while I can fully focus on you and your questions and your concerns and the marketing of your home, which is huge. So I have different people on my team to actually, take care of that. Right. So this convenient and secure showings, convenient and secure showings. We use a service called centralized showing service. And in order for anyone to come see your home, we're going to put a lockbox on it. And for people to come actually see your home, they're going to have to actually call the service. A realtor's going to have to call the service, and he's going to actually have to schedule to see your home. This keeps the home secure, and it also lets me receive feedback in an efficient way, and I can know actually what the buyer liked, maybe what he did not like, maybe something that he's looking for, and it just gives us a lot more information on selling your home. Also, if something were to maybe come up missing in your home, or if something was to seem out of place, I'm able to go back and see who's in your home, and if we have to push forward with any type of criminal charges, we can. But you're going to know at all times who is seeing your home. Okay, so listing, inspection, and appraisal. I'm going to briefly discuss this because this actually takes a lot more detail, but just to kind of give you some background on this, we want to avoid all surprises and we want to make more money. So not every realtor has you do this, but I like to suggest a listing, inspection, and appraisal before we put the home on the market. That way, when the inspector comes through, he's able to let you know or make you aware of something like a leaky pipe or something like that, maybe that you had no idea or you hadn't even seen it at all. So he's going to give us that background, and then the appraisal is going to come through, which he's going to base it off kind of the market and the square footage and the taxes in that area. That way, we're not listing your home at a price which is just very unrealistic, or maybe we might be underpricing your home and we can get way more value for what we thought we could. So I like to do all the research before we even pick a price. Okay, so we champion your interests, and this is explaining and going over just the roles and responsibility of everyone that is, part of this transaction. So the seller, this is what you control. You control the property condition, the way it looks, the way it smells, the way it's been taken care of, so we can get that good first impression on those buyers. Also, you control when your home is available for showing. So when they call that CSS number that I told you about that's very secure, you're going to know, hey, this person's going to wants to come see my home between this time and this time. And you are the deciding factor on when they can come see your home. So no one's ever going to just pop by your home, or, pop by your home unsecured without you knowing. And, which is very, very most important, you control the price. You control that listing price. I only suggest a certain price based off of research in the market, and I can give you a guide, but you are the deciding factor, and it is up to you because this is your money, this is your home, and this is your property, and it is important that you feel very comfortable with what we list your home at. Okay, so as the agent, I control some things too, because you're the boss of certain things and I'm the boss of certain things. I am the boss of marketing. I'm the boss of marketing because I have the most experience and I know how to get a home exposed. Like I said, I want maximum exposure for your home. I take it very seriously. And that goes along into advertising the home as well. I pick the sites. Now, if you're uncomfortable with a certain site, Facebook or Instagram for security reasons, we can make those adjustments. That's not saying that I definitely have to use Facebook, because we don't. There's a ton of websites out there. Showings. I do control the actual showings. I don't control when the showings happen. You control that, but I control getting multiple showings out there as far as open house. Follow-up. I control the follow-ups, which of course that's what you would want me to do. You don't want to go talking to a million one buyers and their realtors. That's what I do. I communicate that, and then I'll let you know what's going on, whether they're interested in the property or if they weren't, and then we can move on to the next. The seller agent, which is me. What I don't control the competition out there in the market. So I don't control whether people are really, really wanting to move into the Frisco area or people really wanting to move into the East Dallas area, Garland. I don't control that. I don't control the market, which rolls right into that. I don't control if someone loses their job or the market crashes. I can't control that. We wish we could, but we can't. And we can't, and my team cannot control interest rates, and we can't control getting an offer. We cannot force a buyer to make an offer, but we can just expose it to a ton of people so we can get multiple offers. Right, so clients for life, that is mainly what prosperity investments goals are. We want you for life. We want to sell your home. We want to find you your next home. We want to work with your mom. We want to work with your dad. We want to be your lifetime family. Okay, so in summary, we went over the mission, vision, and values, who and what Prosperity Homes and Investments is and what we have to offer you. The beginning processes of selling your home, consultation, goals, and we'll go over that in detail later on after this. Marketing and advertising, which I told you that's our biggest concern is the exposure. And we went over relationships and roles, what I can do for you, and basically kind of what you can do for me, such as keeping your house clean and keeping it up to date. All right, so that concludes this slide, and now we'll just kind of go over some of the paperwork, and you can let me know what you decide.
Okay, looks like you're going to be my next real estate agent.
All right, I'll be so happy to work with you, and I can't wait to get started.